technical difficulties. My name is Caroline and I teach at the Mayfair Lakeshore. I teach in Ashtanga, I also teach some of the Yin and the Restorative Yogas and the Vinyasa. So this morning we're going to be doing, or this afternoon I guess, we'll be doing a Vinyasa and a bit of Restorative combined. So we'll be flowing at first. I'll give you some modifications that you can do. So you also might need some pillows, so maybe 2 big pillows. If you have anything that kind of looks like a bolster, you're going to wrap up a towel or wrap up a few blankets just to support the back when we do the part where we're actually doing the restorative element. So we'll flow first and then we'll move on to the restorative aspect of it. All right, so I'll give a couple minutes. You can grab 2 big pillows for the restorative aspect, the second part, a blanket, a towel rolled up in like a little log, and just sort of join me on your mat at the top of your mat. So we'll just start with our big toes touching. Draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine. Take a few deep breaths here just to feel the points in the feet, the big toes, little toes, the inner outer parts of the heels. Slowly begin to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Slowly bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale down to the heart. Fold halfway, palms down towards the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. Inhale, press into the feet, lengthen through the spine. Half sun salutation. Back down to the heart on the exhale. Inhale, arms all the way up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Fold a bit deeper. Press into the feet, all corners, lengthen through the spine, draw the belly in, down to the heart on the exhale. Arms all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Fold deeper on the exhale. Inhale, press. Lengthen and grow taller. Separate the feet about hip width apart. Draw the belly in as you reach forward. Hold on to the toes, the peace fingers. Look forward, suck the belly in. Draw the chest towards the shin. Relax the crown of the head. Tip the weight forward. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Broaden the back. Gaze at the nose. Deep breath here. Inhale, just lift the head, look forward, stay here, exhale. Take your hands under the feet, palms facing up, toes near the wrist creases. Look forward on your inhale, then fold and soften through the crown of the head. Draw the toes forward, tipping the weight forward towards the wrists. Get a nice stretch through the wrist here. You can even wiggle the toes a little bit just to release at the ankles, at the wrists. Look forward on your inhale, exhale here. Catch the waist, come all the way up, all to the top of your mat, big toes touching. Arms all the way up on the inhale. Swan dive down on the exhale. Look forward on the inhale, step back with the right foot. Drop the knee into the mat. Slide the hips back, lift up the left toe. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings, through the quads. Inhale, come forward, knee over ankle, open up the chest. Lightly pressing onto the palms, draw the right hip forward. And lengthening through the right quad, through the hip. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Drop the hips, open the chest. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Stay here. Press the right palm into the mat. Lift up the left palm. Maybe you want to lift up the right knee as well. Reaching to the ceiling with the fingers. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Look down at your mat. Place both palms down. Step back into a downward dog. Pedal the heels out over here. Broaden the back. Draw the belly in. Press the heels back. Separate the fingers. Lots of space between the fingers. Drawing the belly in. Bend the knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Big toes touching at the top. Inhale to a flat back and then fold. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. To the heart on the exhale. Arms all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, swan dive, draw the belly in. Inhale to a flat back. Step back with the left foot. Left knee down on the mat. Drop the hips, heavy hips, open chest. Light on the finger pads. Let the left hip fall forward. Lengthening through the left side. Light on the fingertips. Chest is open. Inhale, roll the hips back. The right toe points up. Feel a lengthening through the hamstring. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Moving with the breath, inhaling, drop the hips, open the chest. Exhale, go back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. When you come forward this time, your left palm comes down, right arm comes up. Maybe lift the knee if you like. Press into that left palm, reach with the fingertips, draw the belly in, gazing towards the palm. Look down at your mat, place both palms down, back into downward dog. Separate the hips, fingers, slide the shoulder blades apart. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat, big toes touching at the top. Inhale to a flat back, and then fold a bit deeper. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. To the heart on the exhale. Begin to bend the knees into your chair pose, reaching. Stay here. Open the chest. Drop a little bit deeper. Feel a little bit of the heat beginning to activate into the quads and the hamstrings. Sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Shoulders away from the ears, reaching with the fingertips. Drawing in the belly. In, drawing in through the ribs. Swan dive down on your exhale. Inhale to a flat back. Palms down. Step or jump back to a plank. You can also drop your knees first if you need to, elbows back. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Open up the chest. Exhale to downward dog. Bring your right leg forward into a warrior one, pressing into the feet. Back edge of the foot connected to the mat. Reach with the fingertips. Draw the left hip forward. Reaching. Knee over ankle. Front knee over ankle. Reaching, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Open to your warrior two, sinking a bit deeper. Knee out to the right, so it's over the middle toe. Reaching, gazing past the fingertips at the front. Soften through the shoulders. Reach a little bit longer. Actively reaching through the fingertips. Bring the palm to the ceiling, then bring it all the way back. Left hand lightly on the left quadricep. Bring the right elbow to the knee, left arm reaches over, or take that right hand down by the baby toe. Open the chest towards the ceiling. Press into the feet. Try not to dump your weight into the front leg. Look down at your mat. Place both palms down. Step back into your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press into the tops of the toes. Exhale, downward dog. So here, press into the feet. Point the left toe to the ceiling on the inhale. Bring it through to a warrior one. Lengthen. Draw the right hip forward. Press into the back edge of the foot. Reaching high with the fingertips, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Open to warrior two. Knee out to your left. You need to lunge a bit deeper. Gaze past the front fingertips. Flip the palm. Inhale, lengthen. Right hand lightly on the back quadricep, hamstring. Reaching, lengthening. Elbow comes to the front knee. Arm reaches over the ear. Open the chest towards the ceiling. Press into the feet. Try not to jump into that front leg. Look down at your mat. Place both palms on either side. Step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Right leg forward again. Inhale, warrior one. Press into the feet. I'm going to add on. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Elbow to your knee. Exhale, reach. Back up to warrior two. Palms face the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Flip the palm. Inhale. Windmill the arms down onto your mat. Step back to your plank. Exhale halfway or lower with your knees first. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left leg forward. Inhale, warrior one. Press into the feet. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Elbow to knee. Exhale, reach. Back up to warrior two. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Flip the palm. Inhale. Windmill the arms down into your mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga halfway down. Press into the tops of the toes. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here. Pressing the hips back. Separate the shoulder blades. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Big toes touching. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Press into the tops of the toes. Lengthen and grow taller. Exhale, sit into your chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Take the hands together, twist towards the right. Draw the belly in. Inhale, reach to the center center, palms together. Exhale, keep breathing. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. To a flat back on the inhale. Palms down, step or jump back to your plank. Bend the elbows halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, up, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Building, right leg forward into warrior one. Press into the feet and rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Elbow to knee, exhale. Again, inhale, lengthen. We're going to go between the two postures. Elbow to knee, exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Windmill the arms down into your mat. Step back to plank. Stay here this time. Draw the belly in, lift up through the chest. Tip the weight towards the right, or drop a knee to side plank, or stack, or lift up a leg, or drop a knee. Reaching with the fingertips. Palm comes back down onto your mat, so you're back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg forward. Inhale, warrior one. Press into the feet and rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Elbow to knee, exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Elbow to knee, reach. And this time, inhale, lengthen, and windmill the arms down onto your mat. Hold it here into your plank. Lift up through the belly and the back. Pivot towards the opposite side, the left or the right. Lift up the arm, stack the legs, lift up the leg, or maybe even drop that leg, the bottom leg. Reaching with the fingertips. Palm comes down onto the mat. You're back in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here. Press the hips back. Even further, lengthen through the sides. But lengthening from the armpits down towards the hips. Drop the knees to your mat, nice and wide. Sitting bones back, Balasana, child's pose. Few deep breaths here. Walk the hands off to the right-hand side of your mat and just lengthen through the left side. Drawing sitting bones down. Walk back to the center with both hands and then off to the left-hand side. Think about hollowing up through the armpits, reaching through the fingertips, sliding the shoulder blades away from the ears. Come back to center. Walk the hands in towards the knees, close the knees. Come onto all fours. Wrists, shoulders under wrists, knees under hips. Begin to drop the belly, opening up through the chest. Press the chest forward. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone under. Cat and cow. Inhaling, moving through your spine, opening up through the chest. Gaze at the nose. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under, rounding the back. Press. Inhale, work through your spine, opening up the chest. Exhale, tailbone under, rounding the back, and press. One more, inhaling, walking through the spine, opening up the chest. Exhale, tailbone under, rounding the back, and press. Stay here onto neutral. Reach the right arm forward, the left leg comes back. Reaching. Tuck in the belly. Palm comes comes down, the knee comes down. The left arm reaches, the right leg reaches. Just as high as the hip. Palm down with the knee. Right arm again and the left leg. You can stay here if you like, or bend at the knee, hand into the foot, lift up through the chest. Place the palm down with the knee. Left arm, right leg reaches. Stay here if you like, or bend at the knee, take the hand around the back, press the foot into the palm, open up through the chest. Place it back down onto the mat. Curl your toes under into downward dog. Press your hips up and back. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. To the heart on the exhale. Sit into your chair pose. Utkatasana, building from here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Palms down. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale or lower with your knees first, always the option. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Your right leg comes forward into warrior one, pressing into the feet and rising. Stay here in warrior two. Nice deep posture. You're going to take your right hand and just take it offside to the right, near the right hand corner of your mat. You're going to bend the right knee, coming into your half move, lifting up through the leg. Squeeze the left glute. You can look down or you can look up. If you have a block with you, you can always place your hand on a block. Oops. One more today. And slowly take it back to your warrior two, nice and deep. Palm comes up on the inhale. Windmill the arms down on the exhale. Step back to your plank and lower down. Inhale up, move with breath. Exhale down. Left leg comes forward into a warrior one. Press into the feet and rise. Exhale, warrior two. Again, stay here. Bend the knee a little bit deeper in the front. Take your hand off the left-hand side, reaching up with the leg, pointing the toes out to the side. Spin the right hip back. Reach for that, gaze towards that right palm. Open up the chest. Look down at your mat. Slowly let the right leg come back into a nice deep warrior two. Flip the palm, inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Step back to your plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up, open the chest. Exhale, down for dog. Stay here, pressing the hips back further. Lots of space between the fingers. Walk your hands in just about one step. And then take your right hand, reach for the left outer side of the ankle. Gaze underneath the left armpit. So right arm to left ankle or shin. Gaze underneath the left armpit. Draw the hips back. Now place the right palm back down on the mat. Take your left hand to the outside of the right ankle or the shin. Gaze underneath the right armpit. Take the left palm back onto your mat. Draw the hips back further. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Big toes touching. To a flat back or on shins. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. And down to the heart on the exhale. Arms all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, swan dive down onto the exhale. To a flat back on the inhale. Palms down, step or jump back to your plank. Chaturanga, exhale halfway. Inhale, tops of toes, open up the chest. Exhale to downward dog. Stay here, press the hips back further. Lots of space between the fingers. Really press into your knuckles. Draw the belly in. Press into the left toe. Point the right toe to the ceiling on your inhale. Bend your knee. Open the hip out to the side. Press the mat away from you. Nice, lengthening through the hip. Point the toe back to the ceiling. Bring it back down onto your mat. Left side. Inhale, point. Bend the knee. Open the hip out to the side. Press the mat away from you. Lift through the knee. Inhale, point the toe back to the ceiling, bring it back down onto your mat. Hip width apart with the feet, lots of space between the fingers. Inhale to plank. Back to downward dog on the exhale. Move between the two postures. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here. Press the hips back further. Bend your knees. Look forward. Come to a seated position onto your mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the big toes. Think about lengthening through the spine. Opening up the chest. And then coming forward. Nice and long and straight with the lower back. And then eventually curling down with the forehead. Drawing the elbows back, pulling on those big toes. So the soles of the feet connected. Here in Konasana, bound toe pose. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale here. Hold on to your toes to sit back onto the sitting bones. Begin to raise the feet one at a time or together. Press through the toes, lengthen through your spine. Gazing towards the ceiling, drawing the belly in. And slowly bring them back down. Coming on to, just a little bit of abdominal work here. Come into your boat pose. So your knees can be bent. You're going to cross the right ankle over the left. And take your hands, start like Charlie's Angels, like a little happening here. You're going to come back, inhale, exhale. Inhaling back, past your sitting bones, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in through the belly, using the belly, not just your hips, but the belly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, stay here, unlace, cross the left over the right, again the hands, inhale, lengthen, exhale, inhale, exhale, squeeze through the belly, make movement come from the belly. Use the abdominals. Squeezing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, unlace, and come down. Good. So we're going to work on some restorative postures now. If you have two pillows, if you have some bricks, it's fine. If you have a towel, it's fine, roll it up. The first posture we're going to do, if you have one or two pillows, we kind of want them to imitate a bolster. So this is my woolly pillow here, my woolly Jabaka pillow. And what we're going to do is we're going to just lengthen maybe one or two pillows, lengthen them. Probably one's enough for me because this is the long one. You're going to take your feet into a wide diamond. So you're going to have your pillow, one or two, depending on how big they are. If they're bigger, you probably just need one. Two if they're smaller. So you're going to have your lower back onto the pillow. And you're just going to soften here. Let the fingers curl towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Let the knees just roll up to the sides. Soles of the feet are gently connected in a wide diamond. We just want to allow the body to start to open and soften, and building a lot of heat in the body through our movement. Now we just want to focus on allowing the body just to sort of absorb that practice through a little bit of stillness. And at any time that you need to move, if something doesn't feel right or it's not comfortable, of course in restorative you can move. You're not trying to hold it as you would as much as through yin, but you're just trying to get as most comfortable as possible so that the body can sort of really get a relaxed state and create a lot of openness. We're not really trying to work through our fibrous tissue and not really trying to lengthen our fascia or really work through the fascia, the deep, deep tissues. It's more relaxation here. So a few deep breaths. Just spend about another minute or two here. Anytime your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Every exhalation, allowing the body just to soften. Allowing the jaw to release, the throat to lengthen, the eyes can be closed or the gaze can be at the nose. Slowly just begin to bring the knees together and walk the soles of the feet outside the mat. Just let the knees roll in. Few deep breaths here. Slowly, just begin to walk the feet in towards each other and draw the knees into the chest, give a little squish across at the ankles. Roll all the way up to seated off of your pillows. You can take your pillow now and we're going to do a little forward fold just to work the opposite direction. You can take your pillow, you like, and just place it at the on top of the legs. If you have a second one, you can place it underneath so it acts like a bolster, just to soften. And if you don't have a pillow, that's fine. You can even just have your hands underneath if you like. So forward fold, just holding onto the elbows. But for those of you who have pillows, one pillow underneath, one pillow over the shins, and just a forward fold here. So allowing the back just around. Let the breath come really from the back. Some deep, expansive breath through the back and the side ribs. And again, if you don't have any pillows, you can just take your hands and place them underneath the knees. Keep your knees slightly bent, and then allow the forehead just to sort of gravitate towards the shins. Again, any thoughts that come into your mind, bring them back towards the breath. Let this be the time where you just have to focus on the breath and clear the mind, empty it of all the thoughts that you have that might be taxing on in your mind. Allow it to free itself, be clear. Just noticing any subtle differences. where the breath moves through the back. Maybe the right side's a little bit more dominant, or the length of the breath. Not trying to control the length or unify the length of the inhalation and the exhalation, but just allowing it to flow freely without trying to unify the amount of length of the inhalation or the exhalation. A few more breaths here. Slowly begin to peel the forehead off of the shins or your pillow. Come up slowly through the spine. Okay. And take your pillows just off to the side. And we're going to come down onto our back and just give the back a little swish. Allow the soles of the feet to drop as wide as the mat, up to the edges. The arms are going to come all the way up, fingertips towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Then hold onto your elbows. Bring the arms over the head like a picture frame. Soften through the shoulders and the neck. Allow the knees to gently roll from the right to the left. Doesn't matter if they reach the ground or not. Just easy movements like windshield wipers. Allowing the hips just to get a gentle massage in the lower back. When your knees reach the right hand side, just let them stay there. You also have the option of taking your right heel and hooking it to the outer edge of the left knee. And then just gently rolling that right knee down. But don't force it down. Just let it sort of stay there. It might not even touch the ground. And your left hip is going to be up. So try to breathe through that elevated side. These deep inhalations and exhalations. Letting go of any tension. Slowly bring the right sole of the foot back onto the mat with the left. Again, the windshield wipe left to right, allowing the knees to move from side to side. Feeling massage in the lower back and the hips. The tailbone there. Keeping the shoulders, shoulder blades connected to the mat. Then when your knees reach the left-hand side, just allow them to stay there. Again, the option is always to take that left heel, if you like, and hook the heel towards the outer edge of the right knee. The left knee will draw down, force it down. Allow the right hip to be up. And again, just breathe through that right side, that elevated side, through the right side ribs. Allowing the breath to fill up through the chest, into the right side of the body. And exhaling, releasing. Again, any thoughts that come into your mind, just let them sort of float away with the breath, going back to the breath. Trying to calm the fluctuations of our mind. Bringing in clarity, openness, softness, stillness. slowly bring the soles of the feet back onto the mat again. Drawing the knees into the chest, give the lower back a little squish, a gentle rock side to side. And cross out your ankles, chin to chest, roll all the way up. So for the next part, you've got your two pillows, and you've got a wall that's available to you. If not, you can just keep your legs up. But finding a wall space where you can come parallel to the wall, about 6 inches or so, and then having your one big pillow ready, available to you, or two if you want a little bit more support on the back. Just laying back and bringing the feet up against the wall and sort of shimmying the body, the sitting bones towards the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can just keep them up. You can take your pillow and bring it underneath the hips here. And the fingers can just be up the side like a letter T, or the arms can be over the head if you like, or they can just be resting on the belly. And we just don't want our feet to be sort of the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Again, you can even do this without a wall. You can just have the feet up if you like. But just sort of a softness here. If you like, you've got a little bit extra towel, you could always wrap up a towel and place it underneath the neck, that little space that you have between the back of head and neck. So again, to get as comfortable as you can in this posture. Allowing the blood to flow through the heart. Softening through the feet, knees, quadriceps, hips, fully supported. Slowly begin to slide the heels apart so they're coming down the wall. My wall's a little bit short, so I'm just going to have one foot dangling. Again, if you don't have a wall, you can just allow the hips to sort of widen where they want to widen, and just allow the breath just to soften. Every exhalation, allowing the body to become a bit lighter, a bit more open. Not physically trying to lengthen, but allowing the breath to create a sense of openness and space. Letting the body begin to open on its own free will, ability, own due time. Slowly bring the soles of the feet or the heels back onto the wall. Bring the soles of the feet down the wall so that the knees hover over the chest. Open up the feet to a diamond. And if you're not using a wall, you could always open them into half baby by holding onto the edges of the feet as such. So if if you don't, you're not against the wall. You could be in happy baby, but if you're against the wall, you can let the soles of the feet kind of connect to each other, and then the knees out to the side in a wide diamond. A few more deep breaths here. Slowly begin to draw the knees together, lower back a little squish. Just roll onto one side so that knees touch the mat. Press the palms into the mat, roll all the way up into seated. So we're going to do sort of a pigeon now, reclining pigeon. So we're going to take maybe 2 of your pillows just to give you a little bit of support. So what I like to do is I like to take 2 pillows, or if you have bricks, you could do bricks as well for the front arms, but it's up to you. So what I do is I take my 2 pillows and I keep them apart a little bit at the center, about 1 pillow space apart. I come right into a downward dog. My hands are in the middle. Then I'm going to point my right toe to the ceiling on the inhale. And then I'm going to take that right leg and then bring it to that empty space so that the right knee is pointing towards the right lower end of the front pillow. And my left hip is going to be supported a little bit from the pillow. So I can move my pillow out if I need to a little bit more. Rest my hands on the pillow and soften here and let my hip just sink down. So really supported pigeon here. It's reclining pigeon. Sleeping pigeon, I should say. Softening through here, allowing your left extended leg to toes touch the mat. The right knee of the right side is pointing to the lower right side of the pillow, so your pillows are horizontal, the width of your mat. Your crown of the head can soften into the pillow. I want to breathe through the back, allowing the right hip to release. Great for if you've been sitting a little bit, a lot, our habits have changed, or we're maybe working a little bit more, I'm not getting up as much and not as active, so this is a great way to sort of release the back a bit as well. And through the hips. And breathing through the back. A few more deep breaths here on this side. And slowly begin to peel the forehead off of your pillow or the bricks. Press your palms into the mat. Curl your left toe, lift up your left knee, slide the right leg back up into downward dog. Maybe even just give a little walk if you need to. And then we'll work on the next side. I'm going to bend the knee, bring it forward, the shin. Left knee to the left edge of the mat of your pillow. Your right hip on the pillow supported. Again, you need to move the front of your pillow to get a nice lengthening through the spine. Drawing the left hip down, but don't force it down. Let it go to where it wants to. And soften here. And just noticing the subtle differences. My left side is my tightest side, of course, but noticing these subtle differences. The right toenails are connected to the mat, supported through the right hip. And drawing the left glute down, softening here, breathing through the back. Noticing the sounds around you, and then going back to the breath. Sort of, you will inadvertently notice the sounds, but then just come back to the breath. And if at any time you need to change position, go ahead and do that. Feel free to do that. If your left knee is a little bit wonky, you could always place a little towel. You have something underneath that to support it. Again, just focus on the breath, not trying to control the length of the inhalation or the exhalation. Just allowing it to flow freely, openly, deeply. This deep, expansive breath through the back. A few more deep breaths here. Slowly begin to peel the forehead off of your pillow, your bolster, right palms press into the mat, curl the right toe, lift up the right knee, slide the left leg back into downward dog. Give it a little walk. I'll walk out the legs. And then just bring them back down onto your mat. So you can take your two pillows or your one pillow. Well, we just need one at this point. We're going to lay down on our back and just do a nice reclining twist. So you can place the pillow, which I like to do. If I had a bolster, I would be doing this as a bolster, between my legs, and then I lay down on my back. I can even take a towel, if I like, and place it underneath my neck for support. So back is connected to the mat, and the pillow is lengthwise between the legs. Open your arms either to a wide T or just either goalpost arms or wide T's, and just let the knees roll to one side. Allow the shoulder blades to still be connected to the mat, and then just turn your head to one side. So your knees are in one direction. Your knees are to the left, then your head is to the right. Your knees are to the right. Your head is to the left. You can close your eyes if you like. Few deep breaths here. Just allow the body to begin to breathe through that elevated side. Catching the breath, allowing it to move through the body on that side. your mouth, whatever you like. Allowing the breath to calm the body. And slowly begin to bring the knees back to the center. Soles of the feet onto the mat. The knees gently roll over to the opposite side. And the gaze is to the opposite side. So if your knees are to the right, then your gaze is to the left, and vice versa. Again, allowing the body to soften here. Breathing through your left elevated side or your right elevated side, depending on where you are, side you're on. And just noticing any subtle differences. Maybe this is your easier side, or maybe this is the side where it's a little bit more difficult, it's tighter. Again, allow the breath just to really soften. Slowly, you're going to draw the knees back to the center. And remove that pillow that you had between the legs. Bring the knees into the chest, give a little squish. And the jaw rock side to side. And bring the left sole of the foot back onto your mat. Take the right ankle across behind the left knee. Reach underneath your hamstring. Just stay here. Slowly bring left sole of the foot back down onto the mat with the right. Take your left ankle behind the right knee. Reach underneath the right hamstring. See if you can catch. And again, allow the body to soften here. And slowly lower the right shoulder back down onto the mat with the left. Draw the knees into the chest, a little squish. Cross up the ankles, chin to chest, roll all the way up slowly. We're going to take our last pause. We're going to take our big 2 pillows. Try to elevate the legs a little bit more. You have 2 pillows. I have 2 woolly pillows here. Like I said, if you have a little towel, you could always place it underneath the neck for some support, or if you want to place a towel over your body, a little bit more heat. So sort of Navasana at this point in time, where we just want to get the body nice and comfortable, maybe widen the legs a little bit on the pillows, have a little bit of elevation in the legs, the knees. The fingers can curl, palms face the ceiling, and allow the breath just to soften the skin. Allow the throat to be soft and open. The teeth and the tongue, create a little bit of space between the teeth and the tongue. Allow the jaw to relax. And the lines on the forehead to soften. The eyes roll to the sockets. And the body becomes heavy and the skin becomes soft. And the breath moves slowly through the body. Again, go back to the breath. Any thoughts that come into your mind, just acknowledge them and then let the breath just gently press them, push them away. Creating lots of openness and space and emptiness that you can fill up your day with your thoughts. But trying to sort of purge all the unnecessary things you've been thinking about. Things that have piled up through the days, the weeks. Just going back to the breath and stillness. Allowing the mind just to purge what's not necessary. Creating a little bit more emptiness and space. In your thoughts. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. It feels good when you bring the arms over the head. You'll lengthen, take a nice long stretch like you would if you were coming out of bed in the morning. Fingers and toes, give them a little wiggle, wrists and ankles. Bring the knees into the chest, holding on to the shins, giving a little rock, gentle side to side, or maybe even happy baby, taking the feet, soles of the feet to the ceiling, opening up through the hips, and a gentle rock side to side, or just being still with happy baby. Drawing the knees into the chest. And rolling on to one side. Maybe it's your right side. Mine's my left side right now, but your right side. Using the arm as a pillow, take a few deep breaths here. And slowly pressing the palms into the mat, going to peel up just to a seated position on your mat. Keep your legs crossed if you like, or in lotus. Just want to take time to thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you all soon again. Again, take care, be kind to yourself and others, and be safe, and we'll see you soon. Namaste. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Hi, everybody. Kathy, everybody. Joan. Awesome.